All right, with Eric Frohnapfel. First, talk about you're one of the guys that started yesterday with a morning session in the afternoon today. Tell me the difference between yesterday and today, first off.
It's definitely a lot faster. I mean, there's not as much time we're sitting around teaching the guys. Everyone knows what we're doing, so we're just calling the plays and we're going full speed. But it's been good. I mean, I was glad I could get with Cato for a day and get with Gunner and get with some of the older linemen.
Announcement yesterday, Devon Johnson going to the backfield, which opens up a spot in that tight end position for you. Coach Barkley talked about this morning of how dangerous that offense becomes with him in the backfield and you in that tight end slot. Tell me a little bit about that setup and what that can do.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good move. You know, Devon's obviously a guy that we want to get on the field as much as possible, and if he's staying a tight end and we're rotating in and out, and that's one guy on the bench that we want to get out there. So I think it's great. You know, he adds like a power aspect to our running game, which I think is really good for us. And so far, he seems like he's doing a good job picking up the position.
Coach Barkley also brought up the fact of being able to use you in that spot as well, and that was something we saw last year with Gator coming out of the backfield in that H slot, and it kind of opens up to the point you have to make a decision of who you're going to guard downfield. Tell me a little bit about that and how that sets up for this offense.
Right. Well, I think one of Coach Legg's big things is he wants to run as many formations and packages as we can without substituting. So if they can put me in the backfield or split Devon out wide and not have to take guys off the field and slow down the clock, that just puts more pressure on defenses where they're stuck in one personnel grouping, and now they have to adjust and try to cover us, and we're all moving around the field like that.
Tomorrow morning you guys go into Shells, and contact will pick up a little bit more as you work towards Friday, but tomorrow, what is the biggest thing the freshmen and newcomers are really going to see as they start working towards that full contact Friday?
Well, I think the biggest thing is once they get out of practice. I'm actually going to be back in the morning tomorrow because I got a class conflict. So I think, the practice, they'll go along pretty smoothly, and then afterwards they're going to start to see the toll that it takes on your body. And I think that's something that they'll have to adjust to and just learn how to really take care of themselves.
Always some jokesters hanging around after practice. Oh, that's no good. Tell me today, what was the biggest difference you saw with working the reps with Cato?
Well, I mean, obviously he's such a good leader. In the younger group, sometimes you're kind of looking for a leader out there, and the quarterbacks are still getting their feet wet, so they're not necessarily confident enough to be calling the shots like that. But with Cato, you always know that you got a guy that he's directing everybody, knows what everybody's doing. He's also coaching out there, which is good. Those receivers are getting coached on the field by him when he's telling them how to run this route and things like that. So it's working out well.
Okay.